Well, here we are, merely painting the lower berth. Cut in around the edges with a brush, because we can't reach in there with the roller. And I personally don't particularly like to paint, but it signals the end of the project is near. Thank God. And we'll come down tomorrow and find all the places that we missed. Well, about the end of today's painting. This is the only place I have left to sit down here in this area because everything else is wet paint at this point. But the work we put into taping seems to really have paid off. In the places where we pulled off the tape from last weekend, it's looking pretty good. Looks very good, as a matter of fact. We taped and painted some places that I did not know existed on this boat. Up in the corners, up behind, next to the hull, there's all kinds of little places up there you could hide stuff. In fact, I think it's odd that Francis hasn't hidden some stuff up there already. But there's a lot of space up in there. You could almost mount a shelf up in there. Wouldn't get in anybody's way when they were sleeping. And we provide a lot of storage space. Be an interesting cut. But anyway, the paint looks good. The paint that we had mixed at Sherwin-Williams matches exactly the paint that we used before from last summer. So good for them. Good for us for getting it. And the next thing we're going to do, and I'll show you this in a second, we're going to paint the underside of the upper berth, which means I'm going to have to lie down, I think, on this berth. I don't think, I know I am, and paint overhead. So I should be in real good shape by 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Although we're supposed to have snow, and I'll not be allowed to go out if it's too much snow. But the hinges all have to be taped off, and a few other things have to be taped, but we'll get to pull the tape off today's job tomorrow and see if we made any mistakes. So far it's looking pretty good. I think that's about it for this afternoon. See you later. Well, okay, Sunday afternoon, and here we are. Project V-berth. Project guest berth complete. Cushions are back in. Everything, last little painting we did this afternoon is done, and nothing that would prohibit us from putting the cushions back in. Look nice, smells nice, looks professional. I'm happy with it, and Francis will be down here shortly to inspect, I'm sure. But now we've got the cushions out of the V-berth, and we're going to start on that. I just finished cleaning the trim, the wood trim up there with Durtex, which really works. Took a lot of crap off. And so next we're going to move up there, and I'll give you an opportunity to see what that working environment looks like. Okay, we're in the V-berth. This is where my side, where I usually sleep. This wall over here is going to be our next painting job. Got a few dings to fix. But since we learned how on the other area, the guest berth, this should go pretty not pretty fast, but faster. We've cleaned the wood trim that runs across under that port. See, it actually looks kind of nice even now. And we've cleaned the area that the mattresses sit on down here. And we're going to tear into this next weekend, I guess. There's trim there, and then of course there's trim up on the ceiling too. Yay, hello. All that gets done at the same time. But this is the only area we're going to paint right here, is this little wall. So I'm going to have a beautiful place to sleep next summer, and so will Frances, because when we finish this side, we're going to turn around behind where the camera is right now and do her side as well, which is same size as my side. So that's it. We'll make some kind of a production out of this thing.